Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I want to talk to you a little bit today about staying sober for today. And I just want to clear something up about yesterday. I did a video yesterday, and I was calling it January 5th, and it wasn't January 5th, it was March 5th. And I'm happy to tell you that today is March 6th, and it's 2026. And I'll talk to you a little bit today about staying sober for today. That's the only day we got to be concerned with, is today. It's the only one we got. And God saw fit to let me see this beautiful day, and I want to share it with you guys. I want to encourage you to stay sober like I'm going to do. Let's do it together. One day at a time, that's all it is. You could I don't know, there's not a lot of ways to freaking deal with that, but one day at a time, just live in the day, live in the moment, live in the second, or if you want to reword it, live in the present. Because what do they say? Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a gift. That's why they call it the present. And guys, I'm going to stay sober today. I have no desire to drink. I wake up every day like that. For the last 33 years, one day at a time, I've been like not wanting to drink, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I don't need to drink today. I don't want to drink today. And I want to share it with you guys. I want to share the wealth with you guys. I have a couple of things going for me that I just can't keep to myself. I want to share with you guys. It's God. I had a relationship with God, or a higher power, whatever you want to call them, and I have a sobriety. I have God and I have sobriety, and those two things will get you far. Those things will get you far. I had no kind of life when I was drinking. I had no God. I had no me. I had no kids. I had no family. I mean, I had all that stuff, but I just didn't care. It was more important to get blasted, to drink until I couldn't drink anymore. And it hasn't been like that in a long, long time. One day at a time. I look back yesterday. Yesterday we had a freaking great meeting. It was just like, this was another realm. This is like God's realm. The way the meeting went, and it was like, whoa, this is freaking good. And I don't know, that every once in a while that happens, where it's just like, you could feel God's presence over and above everything else. And that makes me happy. And one day at a time. I've been doing this for a long time. And what is important? What's important? To staying sober, keeping that conscious contact alive with God, going to meetings, talking to people either in the group or in the program or outside of the group. I have a pretty good network today, which I couldn't say when I first started. I didn't have anything. I had no kind of network. I had nothing. But today I do. And God is at the helm of the ship, and I'm just a mate, if you will. So what are you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying clean and sober. That's number one. Number one, stay clean and sober. Without that, you got nothing. I used to think, well, I'll put God first, because without God, I got nothing. Without my sobriety, believe me, I don't have God. So I take it of the utmost seriousness. And with God, I can do all things. All things are possible to God. With God, all things are possible. And, that includes miracles. That includes stuff that I think that is beyond help is not beyond help. Not with God. Not with God on my side. And no, not at all. You know, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly of heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. You know who said that? Jesus. You know, come unto me, he said. He said, him that comes to me, I will in no wise cast out. He's going to accept you. He's going to walk with you. He's going to help you. It's all good. It's all good, guys. You know. So with God and AA, well, AA and, no, I put God first. With God and AA, I got it better than I could ever hope for. You know, God is, he's just here, and he wants to help you too. So come to him. Come to him. You know, it doesn't have to be some big thing. Just come to him and ask him. Ask him for your help, for his help, and he'll bring it to you. He'll give you his help. You know, and it's not too hard a thing. You know, some people think, well, I got to get on my knees. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, you don't. You can be wherever you are. You don't even have to say the words. You can say them silently, and God hears you. You know, it took me a while before I actually learned that, and that's kind of like the way I pray now. You know, and I don't know. I like it. I like it, and it could be anywhere I am, anywhere. And so, guys, a little bit chilly today, you know, but it's gonna warm up. They're saying, like, I don't know, 75 next week, and that's good. Hotter than that, not so great. I don't like much higher than 75, but you know, my ideal has always been like 68 or something like that. That's like ideal, and we're getting close to that. It doesn't look like we're going to see any sun today, which I kind of like. I like when we see the sun. You know, get that old vitamin D. You know, soak some of that in. And that's always very good. Vitamin D. It's weekend, other weekends upon us, and I don't know. I take that with a grain of salt too, because you know, like I am like Mr. Non-Excitement. I'm not Mr. Excitement. You know, when my idea of a good time is watching a movie or watching a TV show or something like that, you know, or doing this, or, you know, or listening to scripture. I do that every day. You know, I used to tell you guys that all the time, that every day, you know, the four gospels are Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And I just over and over again read four paragraphs of no, paragraphs or chapters. I read 4 chapters every day of the Gospels. So in other words, you know, like today, Matthew 1 and 2, 3, 4, you know, and so it goes like that. And I don't know. I love it. I love doing that. I love hearing the words of Jesus. You know, they bring me more comfort than anything does. The words of Jesus give me a lot of hope and a lot of peace, you know. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to have the Lord in your life, and it can grow, and I'm telling you, like how you get in the habit of doing things, you know, for a while, and I get in the habit of, you know, like, you know, walking with the Lord, and then it becomes like, well, second nature, you know, and praying quietly, you know, when I'm walking down the park or when I'm just laying in bed. You can be doing anything you want and praying to God. You know, the Lord said, pray always. You know, prayer is huge. You know, and what does our program say? So through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for the knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. You know, it's a beautiful thing to come in the presence of the Lord and to ask for help, or just to fellowship with Him. Just to fellowship, and you know, He be with us and be with me, and I'm never alone. I'm never alone. Sometimes I feel like I am. Sometimes I feel like I'm alone. You know, and I might physically be alone, but the Lord is with me. He's only a breath away, which is a beautiful thing. You know, it's a beautiful thing. All right, guys, if you would, please give me a like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Love to chat with you about anything. And with that, I love you all. God bless.